fuck me up the fucking arse. So we have an interesting topic today. We have an interesting topic. I'll do like a little intro as to why I'm doing this. I'm going through a twin flame separation, not even a fully fucking breakup, just I said goodbye to a person, I walked away after 2 years, and I'm solid in my decision this time because I went back so many times. But how am I feeling about that? Fine. It's shit, but I'm kind of vibing. We're gonna have to ignore the tap that just doesn't shut the fuck up. Yesterday I had so many realizations about self-worth and what I actually went through and was put through and how I was treated and so on and so forth, and this tap is really bothering me. Give me 1 minute. I'm feeling as any person in this situation would, right? Like, I think my ability to like get over things quickly than most people comes in handy in moments like this, and the reason I am able to do that is because I've never had like a question mark over myself or my worthiness or anything like that. It's always been like, there's a reason I walked away, right? So it's like I've always been quite cutthroat with people, and with this person I tried to like not be so cutthroat, and then as soon as it was just way too much, like so far past my limitations, the cutthroat came out again. She was like, actually this was a good trait, keep it, bitch. And so I did. Obviously I love this person very much, and I will always love this person, and that's okay. Sometimes it's better to love people from afar because they cannot treat you right. Like, it's not, I think a lot of people start to feel guilty when they love people who can't love them, in like, as in they love you but they don't know how to love you, and they don't love themselves whatsoever. Like in my situation, 0.0001% love, self-love that person had, and it's like you start to realize how true it is that self-love is so important. To conclude on how I'm feeling, healing is so far from linear. Yesterday I woke up, sobbed my eyes out. It's been 2 weeks, by the way. Not 2 weeks since we spoke, but 2 weeks since I walked away. Cried my eyes out, then had the most amazing lovely day, and right now I feel fine. Tonight I might want to die, and it's like, that's what I'm doing. If I feel sad, I'm gonna cry. Last night I had a little cry, and it wasn't even that sad, but I felt the need to cry. I was a little bit sad, but like I felt the need to like cry out a little bit, so I did, and I was fine. I'm gonna get into it later. I had a like birth chart reading with my friend who owns a like astrology business, and a lot of people may know her because she's very big online. Her name, like, she literally, I think Diane fucking Keaton liked one of, do you understand how big that is to literally have Diane Keaton? Oh my god, I can't even get into it. Her username on like all socials is Cosmic Latte. She's my internet friend, we're very close, she's my bestie. But I paid for her most advanced like birth chart reading, got read to filth, absolutely. But the best thing, I have never come across like an astrology account business person who gives advice based off of the astrology. Instead they kind of read you, right? It's like a bit like your tarot. It's like, because of this placement this is this, and it's like because of this card this is this, right? Daniela gives advice, and she doesn't fearmonger, and that is why I literally fell in love with her account and her as a human being. She is amazing. She reminds me of Emma Chamberlain. But like when we had this birth chart reading, she gave me advice on the things I asked about. I was like, in my chart, does it show you like how can I get over this certain thing? How can I learn this certain thing? So I'll get into that later, because I just want to say like that one thing she said in that, which she was reading me about, was like my Leo Mercury / Mars plus the stellium in general of a Leo makes me very blunt and direct. So if I'm blunt and direct, I'm sorry. So let's start with the realizations I had. Obviously I had like my personal realizations of like how I was actually treated, how I felt the majority of the time, what actually happened, this, that, whatever. I want to say right now, this person loved me / loves me so much, and I've never experienced love like this. That I don't know, I'm kind of filming this early, but I know I'm going to be posting it later, so I don't know whether to be present or past properly yet. But I don't want to, you know, just because of the bad, it doesn't erase the good. And I think that's something that everyone who goes through separation, heartbreak, breakups needs to understand, that if there was good and bad, you need to remember both, because it gives you a reality check. You don't want to see that person in the most awful light, because it's so dehumanizing. They're not the most horrible person on the planet. Obviously if they are, then they are. But being like, I thought out, this person loves me so much, and I know that, and they care, and I know that, but they also did some really horrible stuff. So it's like, that's the realization you need to have of the reality check of it can be both good and bad, and you need to see both. As much as they were present and you didn't see them at the time, you need to see both. But yeah, I don't want to like say this person was like the most horrible human on the planet, because he really wasn't, and I obviously still love him, so like there's no point in even like deframing him as a human, because he didn't do that to me, you know? He treated me like shit sometimes, a good chunk of the time, in very awful ways, but he also loved me a lot, and he did show that love. It's not like he said he loved me and then didn't do anything to show that. He did. That makes it hard sometimes, but I think it's easier for a lot of people to kind of have someone say, I don't love you anymore, and walk away, in a sense, because that gives you this sense of, okay, I need to get to that point as well of not loving this person anymore. It's harder when you both love each other, want the best for each other, this is that. You're not walking away because you don't love each other. You're walking away because you know you deserve better, whether it comes from that person in the future, or it comes from someone completely different, or someone you know who you never even realized you loved, or a complete fucking stranger that you haven't even met yet. Who fucking knows? Because I never like to get rid of like, I don't like to say leave that person in the past, blah 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 blah. If that person changes and comes back in the future, do what you fucking want. People have such criticisms about things like that, and it's just like, shut the fuck up. Would I ever personally take an ex back? Absolutely fucking not. I'd be insane. I'd be insane. The last person I was with, however, I don't know. It's not a solid yes, and it's not a solid no. It's one of those things where I have to heal and see how I feel. Not that it's ever gonna happen, right? So it's like one of those where you just don't even think about it, and then you heal, and then like life happens. Anyways, those were some of my realizations, but the biggest realization I had, one second, I need coffee, was that I am so angry at how women allow so much. And I'm not saying like people stay in relationships where they're treated like shit. We do. Women do that all the time, and that's another fucking topic. Like I did that several times. Every fucking woman I know has done it, right? And it's just because I saw this TikTok post where it was like, women stay in relationships longer because they wait until they know they've had enough. Like, they're not gonna cut it short like men do, because it's on impulse. They'd rather actually see it through, even if it's painful, and know, this is it. This is my point of no return. This is my point of I've had enough. This is where I cut the line, and I'll be able to fuck off and move on. Basically, women are better. And I'm gay. On that realization of women going through so much, I've obviously been speaking about my situation, how I've been feeling with my friends, and I have a friend who is a bit older than me. She's a mum, and she was saying to me, like, when I was your age, my mum almost put me in a fucking like mental health hospital because of a heartbreak I went through. And I thought, in that moment, I had such a realization. I was like, the shit we endure and put ourselves through for men is fucking ridiculous. And like, heartbreak is so valid and so important to actually feel and go through, but at the end of the day, is anyone worthy of being put in a mental health hospital. No, God, oh my God. I felt like before she said that, I literally felt like I was going insane with like how sad I was and what I was thinking and all this and that. And the second she said that, I literally had a reality check and I was like, I need to like stop. I need to like not be insane, because there is no point. I'm allowed to be sad, I'm allowed to be fucking miserable, I'm allowed to cry, I'm allowed to whatever, I'm allowed to feel it all. But if allow it to affect my mental health, the Greek is coming out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Holy shit. My eyes were open, okay? I was like, the audacity men have. The audacity. Anyways, and then that realization has been like solidified inside of me, like I've been like branded, because somehow TikTok knows everything I'm going through, because it will literally sync it up to like my fucking life. I'm sorry, people can say algorithm. Do you think I go out of my way to like heartbreak posts? I'm not 15. I'm almost 20, bitch. Absolutely the fuck not. So how does it know? You guys want to hear my favorite monologue?
It's that thing when you're with someone and you love them and they know it and they love you and you know it, but it's a party and you're both talking to other people and you're laughing and shining and you look across the room and catch each other's eyes, but not because you're possessive or it's precisely sexual, but because that is your person in this life.
And it goes on, and I know the rest of it, bitch. But anyways, but literally last night I was on TikTok for so long. Every single post, every single one was the like heartbreak post. Why didn't he treat me better? And it's like the audacity men have. And the thing is, like, I saw several things, like different ones where it was just like, obviously like everybody's situation is different, and it's just like each one, it's not like I resonated with them, but each one just made me have realizations. I was like, holy shit. I have several things I want to say, because there was one, for example, where it was like, when you realize that if they loved you they wouldn't do this. People don't know how to love. They can love you, but they don't know how to love, and they definitely do not love themselves, right? I think it's so unfair to turn around and say this person didn't love me because they treated me like this. Actually, that person might have loved you, they just had no fucking clue how to love you. Not because they're fucking stupid, or you didn't say, I want to be loved this way in this love language, but because of so much, like, the person I was with last had so much trauma from so many things. And something I've realized in every single relationship of mine is the parental trauma, the childhood trauma comes in strong as fuck in every relationship with a man. Every single one. Not so much with women. Women just want to kiss. I think it's so like, okay, yeah, of course some people don't actually love you and will just treat you like shit. Do I think that's the case for everyone? Or the amount of people I've fucking seen on TikTok just crying and then like writing out 100 paragraphs? No! People love you, they just don't know how to, right? And like, I am such a big love ball human. I love everyone. I find it so easy to tell people I love them because love is something I feel all the time. I tell my friends I love them every fucking day. I tell them I hate them too, but I love them. Because, why? Because I had a majority, like, great bringing up. My parents are not divorced. My parents love each other so much. My parents have been a great example of marriage, a good marriage, and they were loving to me and my sister consistently. My trauma, however, comes from 10 years of bullying. But it's so true, like, when you, like, I look at my best friend, I'm about to air his shit out, I love you so much, best friend, I love you, I love you, I love you, please forgive me. But, like, he doesn't have a great relationship with his parents, and, like, I don't know how he was I do know how he was brought up, but like I wasn't there, so I can't really talk on that. But I can see his relationship with his parents. Do you think he's ever been in a single relationship? Not proper. Well, he has been in one, but since does he want to? Yes, he can lie to me and say he doesn't, but I know he does. I know him better than he knows himself. The parental aspect of things comes into things so much. And I know this is about to sound so fucking stupid. I'm aware, please, I'm aware. But like, I look, okay, this is so stupid. I'm gonna say it anyway. I look at Timothée Chalamet as a human, okay? And I think, what makes me attracted to this person, as in like, what makes me like this person? Just like, what makes me like this person? This person is kind to everyone he meets. He's big on love. He loves everyone. He loves his friends. He loves his family. And obviously I don't know him personally. I can't, you know, he might as well be a fucking dickhead. I don't know. Personally, I've met him 3 times. He's been a fucking angel to me. And everyone I know who's met him, he's been a fucking angel to. I've had parents. I've had people I know work with him and meet him by accident, not at premieres like me. And I have inside stories that I know. And he's just been an angel to everyone. That is attractive to me. Kindness and love is attractive to me. Again, I don't know his life story. I don't know how he was brought up. However, his parents still together. His parents spend time with him. His relationship with his parents, with his family, with his sister, with like his fucking grandma. Gorgeous. It's so true how that shit affects people. And yeah, that's that. Please, like, it was such a big realization. It was like, the next person I'm with needs to have an incredible, like, relationship with their parents, needs to have been loved growing up, or like, you know, needs to at least have healed the shit if it isn't that way, right? But we'll get into that anyways. And just like, in general, like, accept so much and do so much and receive so little, and I'm no longer part of that. I'm never going through that again. Ever. I don't care how long it fucking takes. Ever! And if someone is affecting your mental health to the point where you need to go to hospital, please, snip, 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 get it, okay? And I'm not saying I'm fucking perfect. No one's fucking perfect. Everyone has fucking flaws. I know my flaws, but also, like, the thing I like about ending relationships, it's always been me. The thing I like ending about relationships is like looking back and seeing my mistakes, because then I know that the person I'm with next, like, don't make the same mistakes. Growing and healing is so sexy, and I love doing it. And like, also, like, people saying like, oh, I wish this person comes back, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, as much as I miss this person, I don't know anymore if I want them to be in my life again. I really don't know. And like, I see so many, like, obviously I'm on like spiritual TikTok, so it's kind of like I see a lot of shit I don't want to see, which is like, manifest your specific person. Please, why? Like, manifesting love is one thing. Love it. Do it, babe. Do it. Do it. Manifesting a specific person, I don't find it like inherently wrong. I get it. But also, like, the fact that you have to go through that, you're already doing so much more than they're doing. And you deserve someone who's gonna do everything from the beginning. I found this couple, and I don't know if I'll be able to find them. I'm not even gonna bother. It's this blonde girl. They're kind of like, she's kind of viral. It's this blonde girl and this like guy. He's like half Italian, half Asian or something. And their relationship is the most wholesome thing on this planet, and that's what I want. He is so gentle and obsessed with her and calm with her and makes her laugh, and she can be her full batshit self with him. And it's just love. Like, if I hear the word love now, I feel like I'll just think about them. And obviously I don't know their fucking relationship. It could be like shit behind closed doors, because like all their videos are not like made. This, like, she's just posting videos she's taken over the span of their relationship, so like it's all natural and stuff, and it's just like, that is what I want. And it's like, that is love. That is so beautiful. And not that we should compare, and like I said, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, but like it does shift your perspective of this is what I once wanted and this is now what I want, kind of thing. Yesterday I went out, took myself out on a little date. I ain't dating yet, fuck that shit. I don't date anyways. Dating, no. You're either obsessed and want to marry me on the spot, and that's it. But I was out in a cafe and I was enjoying my little company, and I decided to write a page of lessons I've learned in love, of what I will and will not accept. Well, actually this page is for what I won't accept. I haven't written the page of what I am now attracting and want. So this is what I'm no longer accepting. How people treat you is a reflection of themselves, not me. Never enter a relationship I am not 100% fully invested in. Abuse is officially intolerable. Never be okay or allowed to be put second to another person, to myself and to them. Do nothing, do not react. That's a personal lesson I seriously need to learn. I will never be too much for someone who cannot get enough of me. Wearing my heart on my sleeve is authentic to me, so never stop doing it. Do not overextend if they do not extend at all. Notice cycles. One broken promise can turn into many. Do not be with someone who is a bad communicator. That is the biggest fucking one for me, honestly. I am not the healer. Reap the rewards of a healed man. Let others heal them. Do not be with someone who is an ex actively in their lives. Do not be afraid. You shouldn't feel sad or anxious around the person you love. Your emotions are valid. Do not be silenced or dismissed. No means no. Do not let boundaries be crossed. That is a clear sign of disrespect. I am a blessing. Anyone would be lucky to have me. Alone and personal time in a relationship is necessary. I will not tolerate not being seen, called, and withdrawal of presence and communication is not allowed either. They would if they wanted to. Some people can't do what they want to, but you do not have to wait or sit idly by. Go where you are loved and cherished. That, you can see the growth, bitch. Holy shit. And I'm gonna write a page today, this morning, about what I do want and what I want to attract. And now, like, just like everything's changed. Like when I fell in love with this person, I was 18 and I'm 20 this year, and that's kind of mad, but I don't feel like I've wasted time. I experienced very beautiful love, and now, and I learned so much. And it sucks, but it's also like life. And my friend yesterday did a reading for me on like my future love, like the next person I'm gonna be with. And the first half of the reading, like I don't want to do readings anymore on anything, but like we both felt really drawn to it, so we're like, all right, go on, do it. And she did it, and it like, listen, this bitch does like 10-minute readings for me. This was like 20 minutes long. I was like sitting in a bookstore listening to it, and it was so, the energies of that reading were so light and loving. And the first half of the reading was like, healing is like your first step. You need to focus on yourself, which I know, like I vowed to myself, I'm not getting into shit until I feel good. Until I feel good and whole by myself, until I'm healed after a few therapy sessions, babe. But like, then the second half was like, and it's like, she didn't structure it like this is just how it came out, but the second half was about this person, and she was saying things that were so important to me that she didn't know. Like, she doesn't necessarily know my like morals in love and things that are important to me, and she said things, I'll give you an example. She's like, this person is just the type of person to be like a really good dad. And like, I almost sobbing in Waterstones. She said all these things and it felt so right. And I was excited, and every time I've separated from this person, I've just dreaded it and hated it, and the idea of being with anyone else made me feel sick. Now, I'm excited. Not ready at all. No. But excited for when the time does come, whenever that is. Because it's exciting. New love is exciting. I think about it in a positive way of I get to experience a completely whole new honeymoon period. That's fun. Another human obsessed with me. Why wouldn't you love that? And then like a small way I'm healing is like, I think I've done loads of videos on how I heal. Therapy. feeling my emotions. I've said little things in this video, but what's so funny for me is like I find songs randomly. Like I don't search for songs, I find them very randomly, they find me. And obviously like if I'm following someone on Spotify, for example Florence and the Machine, when they like release music I obviously see. So that's how I get like my current music, the current music I listen to. If I find a song I like randomly, you know. Anyways, songs find me. And the songs that I listen to, honestly, I feel like they find me at the perfect time. Like there's this song, Strange Things Will Happen. Apparently it was on the FIOS movie soundtrack. I was obsessed with that when it came out. Didn't even know the song existed until now. Heard it randomly when I was shuffling a random playlist. And it, honestly, listen to these lyrics. It found me at the perfect time. Today was a pretty day, no disappointments, no expectations on your whereabouts, and oh, did I let you go? Did it finally show that strange things will happen if you let them? Today I didn't even try to hide. I'll stay here and never push things to the side. You can't reach me because I am beyond you today. I was like, whoa, being attacked. And then like Florence and the Machine, at this point, obviously like I said, I'm posting this a few months later, but like she just released her song The King. First of all, I manifested her doing this. I literally manifested this on purpose. I wrote out, I do music articles, reviews, interviews. I wrote out a whole article about Florence releasing new music, even though I had no idea she was releasing new music. This was a couple weeks ago. And she just did. I'm a witch. Anyways, it's called The King. Or just King. And when I say these lyrics, again, are literally me. It's about empowering females. She's like, I'm not a mother, I'm not a bride, I'm a king. Yes! Sexy as fuck. I'm a king. Anyway, I hate that. But yeah, like things like the birth chart that I wanted to touch on again with Daniela that I did. I asked about relationships because I know that my placement, like Virgo, Venus, camera got cut off. But where was I? Yeah, my birth chart. So she gave me advice on love. I asked her, considering my hard placements, what can I do? And so she gave me some advice and she said, well, the first thing is, look at the kind of people they attract. Their exes. Are they still in their lives? What were they like? Their friends, what are they like? And she was right, and I should have listened. And I wish she had told me that prior to ever dating, because with each one, it's right. Yeah, she was the one who said reap the benefits of a healed man, like let other women do that shit for you and then like reap the benefits. And then the main one that she said was sometimes what the most powerful thing you can do is have no reaction and do nothing. And that has sat with me, like even though obviously that's been said so many times before and I've heard it 1,000 times, the way, I don't know, it just sat with me that time. It really did. Just doing nothing, saying nothing, reacting like not at all will bring you so much more peace, I think, as well. And I think that mainly does go with people from your past. I think like obviously if you react to something that's happening in the present time with someone you are currently involved with, it's a bit different. Like I think it's hard not to react to that, if that makes sense. There's definitely a better way to go about it than arguing, screaming, calling each other names. Not that I do that. I say things on impulse, and that's what I need to change. But I do think like, especially if you're going through like losing someone, and say they do some stupid shit, they're not really a part of your life anymore, so just don't react. And it's also true in the sense like, whenever I left things alone with my exes, they literally came running back. And I've said this in my last crying corner as well, but like everyone from the past returns. Whether it's for a second or they want it to be long term, everyone returns. A lot of people have guilty consciences. Like, I'm not saying come back and everything will be great, but everyone comes back to apologize. I said it in my last one, I'll give examples again. My best friend of 10 years who backstabbed me, she came back last year, apologized, said she had therapy, and now we're in each other's lives again. We're not close. One day you'll get clarity, but you don't need it. You just need to heal and get better and then move on. not from that person necessarily, but just get on with life. One thing I've realized is like, we're gonna erase my second boyfriend because he just didn't really do shit. Every other relationship I've had, my first proper boyfriend, for example, listen, I had a boyfriend when I was 9. Bitches be wanting me, what can I say? But my first proper boyfriend when I was like 14 literally cut a tree down to be able to see me. Bear in mind our ages. He had to be let out, right? Like, we were not adults. His mum was like, you have to do this, so you can go. And he cut down a whole fucking tree and would still come see me at 7 in the morning. For 14-year-old me? You're joking. Bitch, I was fugly as fuck. If someone at that point in time is gonna do that for me, first of all, why should I accept any less than a man chopping down a tree to come see me? You know what I mean? And then, like, with my recent partner, sent me flowers when I had cravings, would send me coffees, the list goes on, sent me letters. I do not need to settle for shit, so I'm not going to. And then, like, the last point I wanted to make was the universe. The universe does what it wants. No matter how much you manifest, here's the thing, I definitely believe in manifesting, but I think that also, like, no matter how much you manifest, things just happen. It's just life, like, things just happen. I was like convinced I'd be alone for the rest of my life. And like, people are like, be positive, it's all about how you... Bitch, I was in the most negative mindset anyone could ever be in, and I found someone very randomly who loves me so much. So it's gonna happen regardless of your mindset, regardless of how you're thinking or what you're doing. Yeah, the universe is gonna do what it's gonna do, regardless of your manifesting. Honestly, regardless of your manifesting. Does a positive mindset change everything? Absolutely. I think a positive mindset helps you heal first and foremost, which is the most important thing. And I think, like, that's what's happening with me, is like the fact that I feel so positive about the future, about healing, about getting better, about being alone right now, about one day falling in love with someone else. The fact that I have a positive outlook on those things, absolutely, yes, it does change things. Maybe that is manifesting, in fact. But going up your way, writing shit down, candles, spells, all that, I respect it big time. A lot of my friends do that. Like, it's their business to do spells and candles and shit. Do I think it will work for me? No. I'm letting the universe do what it needs to do. I'm in no fucking rush, dude. I'm fucking 19 right now. I'm in no rush. I'm so young. I've experienced 3 hard relationships. I've dated other people outside of those relationships, to be honest with you, but like nothing serious, and like honestly half of them I don't remember their names. If I've been dating since I was 9, I'll be fine. Also, I hate the word single. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like the society, the way people view that word. But like, I just say I'm alone right now. I like being alone. I prefer that word so much. I like being alone. Because it sounds like you're actually doing it on purpose. And I am. I'm the one who fucking walked away. I'm the one that's choosing this. I'm the one that wants to heal. I refuse to struggle. Like, being sad isn't struggling. Seeing yourself in a negative light is struggling. I think I'm a catch. I am a catch. Why are you laughing? So rude. And I love myself on such a level. So I'm good. And you're gonna be fine. And if you're going through something and it's recent, bitch, you're not gonna get over it like overnight. It's fine. You'll be fine. It's been 2 weeks for me. I'm already doing a bit better. Like, this is something that's really important. You don't need to stop loving someone to just get on with your life. Don't get in your own way. Hating yourself and doing it, that doesn't help. That stops you. Just flow, just be, it's cool, you'll be fine. I'm going to my bestie's house. Flo. She lives with her boyf, Bogdan, who's also my bestie. My besties, both of them, my besties. I'm gonna be the priest at their wedding. Anyways, they've been besties with me since I was 16, so. Sleeping over at theirs for the first time, they've got a flat together now. Very cute. I'm gonna have pasta, girl talk, divine feminine, you know. That was disgusting. I love you guys. Bye.